What up, nerds? My name is Leslie Smith. Welcome to the Nerdy Narrative, a channel where I talk about all of the things that I read. Today's video is book mail. These are all of the books that I have been sent recently, either by self-published authors, publishers, or you guys. So I wanted to show those off so you know that they'll be coming on the channel soon. And I apologize, but my chair seems to have developed a creak, or either I've gained some weight. It's developed a creak. Let's start off with Mark Allen Gunnell's newest, When It Rains, published by Crystal Lake Publishing. This was sent to me to read and review, and it will be coming on the channel sooner rather than later because I am planning, at time of filming, it is May, sometime in May. What day is today? May the 10th. This is on my TBR for May. I cannot wait to read it because it sounds amazing. Here's a good look at the cover up close. And this one, it may be dangerous to go out in the rain, but it may be even more dangerous to stay inside. Just after noon on a sunny spring day at Friedkin University, a layer of strange clouds smudges across the sky and a mysterious rain begins to fall. This isn't just a surprise spell of rain. This substance is slimy and gelatinous, and it's not letting up anytime soon. The rain spreads across the country, the hemisphere, and the globe, with growing ripples of panic and paranoia gathering behind it. Is it a natural, undocumented phenomenon? A chemical weapon? Some kind of bacterial contagion? As fear turns theories into conspiracies and no clear answers are given, factions start to form between those who have been exposed to the rain and those who stayed dry. Who is safe? Who is marked? Who is dangerous and who is not? The rain keeps falling, and at Friedkin University, the sanctuary of the campus bookstore swiftly becomes a dangerous battlefield. Is it man versus nature or man versus man? I can't wait to read it and find out. Next, let's talk about Insomnia by Sarah Pinborough. This just so happens to be the pick for the Wine and Crime book club. That is a book club that I started in April. This was our pick for May, and my friend Amanda, who is also a patron of the channel, gifted this book to me, and I am so excited. It's beautiful on its cover. It's just properly creepy. It's about a girl named Emma. Emma's mother, when she turned 40, developed insomnia and apparently just went insane. Emma is fast approaching 40. She is deathly afraid of something like that happening to her, and I can 100% relate to that because my birth mother was bipolar. Extremely bipolar, and nobody knew it until she was around 40. There was an event that happened that triggered it. She was never the same after, and she landed in the psychiatric hospital every time she decided she was cured and would take herself off her medication. So I have dealt with something along those lines, so I feel like I have a connection. I feel like that connection is going to really lend some fear, suspense, and dread to reading this one. I absolutely cannot wait. So if you've read it, the link to my Discord is down below if you want to come chat with the rest of us as we're reading it this month. Or you can wait and join the live show that's going to happen on the last Saturday of May at 1 p.m. Eastern. Next I want to show you guys is Zora Neale Hurston's Tell My Horse. Zora Neale Hurston, in addition to being an amazing author, was an anthropologist. In the 1930s, she set out for Haiti and Jamaica to look into, study, and delve into voodoo. I love this stuff. I grew up in Mississippi, right next door to New Orleans, and as a result, I spent a lot of time in New Orleans. I did all of the ghost tours, the cemetery tours, and so much of all of those tours have to deal with something, someone, some form of practice or result of voodoo. So I've always had a fascination with it. I believe this is an actual nonfiction account, so I am very excited to read this. I love Zora Neale Hurston. This was a gift to me from my friend Kate over at the Literary Apothecary. I'm a patron of Kate's. Evidently, there's a drawing that she does, and whoever's name she draws, she goes to their wish list and sends them a book. I had no idea. It was a complete surprise to me, and when I got it, I was so excited because Zora Neale Hurston. Who doesn't love Zora Neale Hurston? And if you don't love her, It's just that you don't love her yet. Let's chat and see if I can help with that. My next piece of book mail, I was so excited when it came in the mail, completely unexpected, from Angry Robot Books. This is The Last Blade Priest by W.P. Wiles. Somehow it escaped my notice that this was published by Angry Robot Books, so I missed actually requesting it from them, but it got sent to me anyway, and I just about died when I opened it up. This is just the ARC cover. I will put on the screen the actual cover of this book. It is gorgeous. Guys, listen to this. 3 between the old and the new. 3 below the mountain. The priest, trained to kill for God, now fighting for survival and a religion tearing itself apart. The builder, son to a traitor, now ordered to spy on those who overthrew his land. The child, protected, lied to, now learning the truth. This one, I do believe, is told from the 2 points of view of the priest and the builder. And from what I understand, this vividly imagined world that we're taken through, just full of surprising twists and turns and some very interesting and unique takes on familiar tropes. I absolutely cannot wait to get into this one and tell you guys all about it. And while we're talking about Angry Robot Books, this is an ARC I did request. Again, this is just the cover for the ARC. The actual book cover, I will again put on the screen. It is absolutely gorgeous. This is Ledge. It's written by Stacey McEwen. I may be saying her name wrong. Some of you may be thinking, where do I know that name? Well, it's not because she is an established author. This is actually her debut novel. It is because she is a TikTok sensation. She makes TikToks about turning her husband into a fictional fantasy character. They're absolutely hilarious. I'll put her TikTok information down below if you want to check her out. So what is Ledge about? The Ledge is actually a place. It's a civilization of people who are trapped by this vast chasm and a sheer mountain face. The only outsiders they've ever known are called the Galatians. They are these mystical winged creatures, which is why they're the only ones they've ever met, because they can fly to them. But they actually help them, from what I understand. They bring them supplies and all of that sort of things, just kind of help meet their needs of these people who are trapped. I can only imagine how hard it must be to live in this frozen area that they're trapped in. I imagine hunting would be scarce, so these Galatians must be their one key to actually surviving. In return, I believe there is this type of culling where someone is chosen to be sacrificed or given over to the Galatians, and that is where our story is going to come into play. I'm assuming, since it's an enemies to friends trope, I'm guessing there's going to be someone from the Ledge that's given over to the Galatians, and there's going to be some sort of something developed. Who knows? I could be wrong. I usually am. And then the last 2 pieces of book mail that I have to show you are the 2 books that are currently out in the Legends of Lightning series by T.R. Slough, Hidden Realm and Redemption. Let me show you these covers because they're gorgeous. They are kind of dark, so I'm hoping that the camera picks them up really well. I will be reading and reviewing these next year. By the time that I read them, book 3 will be out, so I've kind of got them lined up where I'm going to read them all back to back next year, so that worked out great. But since they're both in the same series, let's see what the first book is going to be. The next Realm Walker will bring them a storm. Lightning must fight the Crimson Shadow, or the lands will be cast into eternal darkness. When she was a child, Esther was plagued with vivid nightmares. Now they've returned to haunt her. Bloodthirsty monsters chase her through a forest of dead trees while a mysterious hooded figure stalks her. After waking with fresh wounds from her dreams, Esther searches for the truth about who she is and the hidden realm she is determined to save. Join Esther on her journey of self-discovery as she travels into a world long forgotten. Unsure if she can trust her hooded guide, she is hunted by unknown enemies and smothered by expectations of grandeur. Deciphering friend from foe, she travels the lands trying to unite the kingdoms torn by pride. It almost sounds like it might be a portal fantasy. I am seeing monsters. I love these covers. They're absolutely gorgeous. I am very excited to read these and review them for you next year. So if one or more of these books I've shown you here today sound interesting and you want more information, I will have them all linked down below in the description box in case you want to add them to your Goodreads want to read shelf, or if you just want to see more information about each. Guys, thank you so much for joining me here today. I am looking forward to reading all of these books and reviewing them for you later on the channel. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one.